In terms of accessories, we have a glass barrier and a cover available for our fire pits. With the high output crossfire burners, the glass barrier is included and is a mandatory accessory. It is a safety feature that keeps this flame centered and your perimeter safe. It also elevates the look of the whole fire pit, and this is very thick tempered glass with a chamfer on the edges, anodized chrome clamps, and it really adds to the whole look of the fire pit. The glass barrier for the 65K stainless steel burners is an optional item. The other accessory that we have are our covers. The fire pits do need to be covered when not in use, and that ensures that your fire pit stays looking newer longer. It protects it from long rains, the snow, and technically, the performance of the fire pit is not affected by weather. We have concrete, stainless steel, brass. The system will work through all weathers, but it's important for warranty purposes and to make sure that your fire pit looks good when the new season comes round. It'll also protect it from tree sap and all other things that can happen through it when not in use. If you're still unsure of what color to select your fire pit, go online, hit order concrete fire pit samples, and you can get up to 4 samples to see in your own space and really get a feel of what will be the perfect tone in your own yard. Now, let's review the available fire pit media. Every DreamCast Fire Pit comes standard with lava rock. That's what we have here, black lava. It's assorted sizes, and what I love most about lava is it's porous. So the flame goes through the stones and gives you a larger, richer flame. When you're first setting up your fire pit, make sure to place your lava stones carefully so you don't block the ports that come up through the stones. The ports require air inflow, and if you've blocked them, you'll hear a hissing noise and you'll have a lower flame. So that's just something to keep in mind when setting up your fire pit. Now, let's look at river stones. Our river stones are a man-made product. They're made from a refractory cement, which means they're safe to use in a fire feature. You never want to use real stones in your fire pit. The reason for that is real stones, when they're forming, they have fissures that form inside of them. So that's these little cracks that when you put them in the fire can heat up and cause the rock to explode, which is not something that we want. So we use refractory safe stones, and they come in a variety of beautiful neutral gray colors that complements all of the DreamCast colors and adds a beautiful option to decorate your fire pit. Let's place them and see how it's gonna look lit up. So here's 1 box of river stones on the Linea 60. When you get the rocks, you lay them out in a line, and we have this nice textural difference between the river stones and a perimeter of lava rock. So we have this contrast between the smoothness of the stones and the rougher texture of the lava fringing, feathering out on the edges. So I've laid the rocks just over the burner area, and I'm gonna light it up and see how it looks like. I may choose to move a rock or two once I've lit it up to get a better flame shape. As I mentioned, unlike lava, river stones are solid. So the flames are gonna go around the stones, and once we've lit it up, we may choose to move a stone or two to get a better flame shape. Let's see what it looks like. I don't feel like I need to move any rocks. I don't hear any hissing sounds. We just have a beautiful contemporary flame style. If you do hear a hissing sound, just move 1 or 2 of the rocks until that sound is gone. It just means you have a blocked port. Another thing I just want to keep in mind is, like any fire pit media, it will soot with use. Anything you put into a fire is going to get covered with a soot as it's exposed to the flames. And that's just something you can take the stones and wash off after a bit to clean them. The next topping we're going to look at are cannonballs. Now these are really cool, especially with a linear fire pit installation. Our cannonballs are a set of 14, and they come in 4 neutral colors. And 3 sizes. So we have these 3 colors, a light gray, darker gray, and this warmer color for an accent. and you can place them however you want over your burner area. It's almost of an art installation approach. So you can place them and see what you like, move them around, and we've got a flat bottom, so it's easy to place and make it your own. So here we've placed our set of 14 cannonballs. I mean, I've just laid them out the way I like them. We'll turn them on, see how it looks, and move them around if we feel we need to. You'll notice we have some of the cannonballs already have a patina on them, and that's expected. Everything you burn through the fire will patina with use. Now let's turn it on and see how it looks. Now, isn't this cool? I just love this look. We have these strong horizontal lines offset with the round cannonballs, and it's just beautiful, classic, modern. Now let's look at our log set options. This is our 4-piece cast oak, and these are ceramic cast log pieces that are hand painted for a unique and authentic look. You place the 4 pieces across the bed area, and just make sure, again, not to block any of the ports. The same as with the previous media, if you hear a hissing noise, move some rocks, move a log until that noise stops. Like with the rest of the media, anything you put in a flame will soot and patina. You can see on my demonstration logs, we have plenty of darker burn areas, that's the soot. And if you're running on propane, it does run a little bit more dirty than natural gas, so you will have more soot if you're running a propane system than a natural gas one. Now, let's turn it on and see how it looks. Again, I'm gonna turn my key, barbecue lighter. Now, isn't this a beautiful, traditional fire look? The way the flames go around the logs, they go up, and it looks really magnificent. It's a more classic look. Depends on your setting. If you're going for that more transitional atmosphere, this is the look for you. We have our modern concrete and that rustic wood fire. Here's an alternative log set that we have. This is our 5-piece driftwood log set, and it has a more of a delicate, elegant look to the aesthetic, perfect if we're beachside. Again, we have these 5 pieces that you lay out however you prefer. This is our Linea 60. If you were going for a Linea 72, we have an additional 3 pieces of driftwood that you can purchase to extend the look for your longer fire pit. Now let's turn it on and see how it looks. Now, isn't this a relaxing, beautiful flame? Just the way it goes around the logs, and each log is unique. It's got its own characteristics, just like real driftwood. These are actually cast from real pieces of driftwood and hand painted, so you get an authentic look without having to constantly go and find new pieces of wood. Now, let's talk about fireglass. Here, I have the black reflective in the Linea 60, and you can see how gorgeous it is. So it's very shiny, it elevates the look, gives it a different sort of ambience, depends on the setting we're in, and we have lots of different colors available. This is just one, black reflective. We have copper reflective, bronze, cobalt blue, starfire white, you name it. Check out the site for the full line of colors, and that way, you can see which color is better to mix and match, decorate. If we're trying to go with a toss pillow, trim on the house, you have lots of decorating options. This here, we have 6 10-pound tubs in the Linea 60, and the quantity it comes in is in 10 pounds. So now let's light it up and see what it looks like. So here's what it looks like lit up. It looks amazing. We have the flame reflected in the glass, adds that extra depth and warmth to the whole installation. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, remember, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and check us out on Instagram at DreamCast Design. Have a good one.